Morning and welcome to Rise and Shine. I'm John Garlic and it's Hump Day. You know what Hump Day means?
Oven Odyssey Wednesday.
Oven Odyssey Wednesday. We have
Not
Chef Dave in the house and Susan Shipman,
Hello.
the great confectioner.
Yes.
The confectioner, that's the right
Confectioner,
word. Right?
bakeologist.
A bakeologist.
Bakeologist,
Oh
yes.
my gosh.
The study of baking.
Huh?
The study of baking.
The study of baking.
Yes.
Have you spent a lot of time
Bakeology.
studying baking?
I have, as a matter of fact.
Back-
Yes.
Back when you were learning Latin.
Different era.
Studying
Different
and
era.
executing.
Definitely
okay.
a different
Well,
era.
it is what, 7:31, something like that, here in our studios in Oxford, Alabama. And this is Rise and Shine. So, Chef Dave, what are we making today?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy
Yes,
Wednesday.
indeed.
So today we're celebrating or getting ready for a strawberry festival.
Ooh, when is the Strawberry
The
Festival?
Strawberry Festival is in Piedmont this weekend on Saturday.
This weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh,
so
where?
Come on
Like
down
anywhere in
and check it
On the
out.
Ladiga
It's,
Trail.
right off Main Street.
Okay.
And we're expecting a great crowd. Got about 50 or 60 vendors, live bands. Got 4 farms representing
Really?
fresh Alabama strawberries. Will be
Strawberries.
there. And so that's our focus today. So we're going to make a little strawberry salad.
Okay.
And we're going to complement that with a strawberry vinaigrette dressing.
Ooh.
So
Strawberry
we're
vinaigrette.
really excited. We've got a lot of fresh stuff on the table today. We've got some bacon. We've got some smoked chicken because, you know, protein. Loads of fresh strawberries. We've got
Yes.
an English cucumber. We've got some lemons, some feta cheese, cherry, or I think these are actually grape tomatoes, some local honey. Sue, where's the honey from?
Crooks Farm.
Crooks Farm.
Hi. Hi,
Where
Mr.
is
Cook.
Crooks Farm? Crooks Farm.
Local in the county.
Local.
In the
Local
county.
in the county.
Look it
up.
County.
Look it up.
County.
Yes.
We've
Calvin
got-
County Bees.
We
Yes.
have walnuts, we have shallots, and of course salt and pepper, and we've got some great balsamic vinaigrette and a lovely olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and we have some beautiful
Spring
fresh
mix,
spring
yes,
mix to
love
go
it.
with
Vinaigrette,
this.
you know, I've always wondered why it's called vinaigrette. That makes it sound like it's a small vinegar.
Well, it is kind of a small vinegar. It's just a little bit in there, and then we're going to enhance that with some strawberries and the shallots and
Okay.
whatnots, and
I got
it
That's
will
pretty
be lovely. So we're going to get the bacon started because,
Bacon.
you know, I like pig on my salad. So we're going to.
Bacon. We love
Yeah.
bacon.
We love bacon. Where'd the
We
bacon
do.
come from?
The bacon came from the bacon store.
The bacon store, not a local farm.
This
like
is
it's
not local
It's
bacon.
not Harvey
I
the
would
pig
love to
we're
have,
eating.
Harvey
could
the
be.
pig
Could be
in the
Harvey.
pan.
Could be. We
But
don't know.
this is a thick slice applewood bacon.
That's some pig.
That's
Poor Charlotte.
There's
There was a mourning spider here. Just like I noticed, she was very sad when I came in. Now I know why.
it's a Berkshire. A Berkshire's the kind of pig, right? There's
Is it?
a woman that comes to the Jacksonville Farmers Market that carries Berkshire pig. I don't know what their names are, but she is not there all the time. But she has a nice variety of cuts
Now,
of pig.
We didn't have the farmers market this past Saturday because of the weather. Saturday.
Correct. Correct.
Are they going to have it this Saturday?
It will be.
So it's competing with the Strawberry Festival.
It is. There are a few vendors from the Jacksonville Farmers Market that will be in Piedmont instead. And that's,
Are you gonna be in
that's
Piedmont
just that.
instead?
We will be in Piedmont, yes, at the 3rd annual Strawberry Festival, and we're really
if
excited.
you're
Haven't
looking
done
to
it
do some
before.
great shopping, there's definitely time to do both.
Yes,
Farmers
absolutely.
market starts at 7 and goes till noon, and then the Strawberry Festival starts at 11.
It
Am I
starts
right?
at 10 and goes till 5.
10 to 5.
And it's very likely that one could discover some gifts for Mother's Day, which is Sunday, is it not?
Yes, I think so.
Because there's a variety of vendors, people selling foodstuffs and people selling craft stuffs, and so yeah, there'll be a whole lot to choose from there.
And Oven Odyssey will be
And
there.
and there will be bands playing throughout the day, as I understand
Do we
it.
know which band?
I don't have that in my recollection,
Aerosmith,
but
Kansas.
not Aerosmith. I don't think so. No,
I think the
Chicago's
Stones
not
go
on the
on,
bill.
yeah.
The Stones are not
Stones
coming.
are too.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure they're family oriented. There's a contest for 2 different age groups of Little Miss Strawberry, maybe not the real
Little
title.
Miss I didn't, you know, I didn't realize that there were that many strawberries grown in Piedmont. I mean,
The farms are not all in Piedmont, but they are in northeast Alabama, and Garrett is one of those. I don't remember the other three, but there are 4 farms represented that will have their own strawberries there, and I'm ecstatic about that. I'm a big fan of strawberries year round.
strawberries.
Yes.
Now, what's their season? If you're growing strawberries, what's the season?
April through June,
Oh,
usually.
really?
Yeah.
So how many harvests of strawberries?
Strawberries are indeterminate, meaning that they're going to bloom and produce for a longer period of time than some plants that are determinants that will bloom and fruit one time. So, and they start in the early spring.
So if you have a strawberry
Patch,
which is made up of strawberry bushes or plants,
they're plants. They
Plants.
hover on the ground.
so do you plant those plants every year, or do they come back?
Yes, and yes.
Oh.
You can do both, but they will come back. They'll make baby strawberry plants. They put a runner out, and it gets a root, and it becomes another strawberry plant. Yes.
And they'll have as many strawberries as they want to until the weather changes.
Yes, pretty much. They really do not like super hot weather, and so by June they're just about done. So yeah, I've got some strawberries in the garden at the Shipman spot by the highway. They're I don't pay enough attention to them for them to really produce well, but there's enough to keep us
have
in
to talk to your
strawberries. And
strawberry plant?
you don't have to talk to them, but they do appreciate it if you remove some weeds and make sure that their spot is sandy and drains well. Sandy dirt,
soil.
yes, yes.
Huh. So
Yes.
that's interesting. I didn't know that Alabama had what we would consider sandy soil.
We have to mix some sand in with to make that work.
Is that what these big farmers do then? They
You know, a lot of the farmers are doing plasticulture, maybe is its name, where they're putting plastic down and then the plant goes in a little hole in the plastic and they're feeding and watering from underneath. And that way, like my strawberries have got grit all over them now because they're touching the dirt, and when it rains, it gets all over the strawberries. And you know, wet strawberries aren't really a good thing. They tend to not stay fresh as long when they're wet. And so the plasticulture thing is a fabulous idea, and it works very well with strawberries.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Chef Dave looks like he has something to say.
I do. I'd like to talk about vinaigrette. So we've
Talk
got some
about vinaigrette. The
fresh
small
basil
vinegar.
in the processor. We've got fresh chopped shallots. We're adding a tablespoon or 2 of our local honey. We're going to add
A skosh.
That's bigger than a
That's bigger than a
scotch.
bigger
skosh,
than a
isn't it?
skosh.
That's about 6 ounces.
maybe 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Going to add about a cup of chopped strawberries here.
Is there an art to chopping strawberries?
Well, when they're going in the food processor, it doesn't really matter, but I generally just chop the heads off. Depending on what I'm doing, I slice them or quarter them.
This looks like the beginning of a strawberry daiquiri, except for the lemon.
A little lemon
You can
juice.
put lemon in a strawberry daiquiri too. Give it a little spike.
Lemon's just going to brighten this up.
That's an interesting thing. Brightening it up.
Chef words.
Chef words.
Yes.
In Latin, that would be.
Oof.
Oof. That
It
doesn't
would
sound
be
like
woof.
Latin.
I do not have that stored. Illuminati.
Illuminati, but that
There
gets us
you
down
go.
the conspiracy rabbit hole. So
Yeah,
we don't want
yes,
to go
no,
there.
don't
We've got
go
our
there.
bacon browning up nicely. We're going to get it a little crispy, and then we'll pull it out.
I love crispy bacon.
What are we
And
doing? What are we doing with the bacon?
Well,
I
we're
need to
gonna put
know.
it's going to be an ingredient in our salad.
Are you going to chop the bacon?
I
we
had
will
figured
chop the
that out
bacon.
So
already.
bacon bits.
Thank you.
Bacons will bite. There
Bacon
will be
bits.
So, as we've always talked about with our dressings, we're going to emulsify the oil into the dressing. So we're going to pour it in slowly while the blender is running. We're going to go ahead and get this blended up.
Is that what emulsify means?
Emulsifying it keeps it from separating. It bonds the oil with the vinegar and the rest
got
of the
you.
juices.
Well, that's a quiet.
Isn't that nice? found that on sale at the Wally World.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
very quiet.
Yeah. Not bad.
Is that technically a food processor?
It is. It has a blender attachment, or a blender cup also, as I recall.
What's the
does.
difference
It's lovely.
between
This is a-
blending and food processing?
Oster Pro Series. You're
Oyster.
going to add the oil in slowly.
That's really slow. There you go.
About 3 tablespoons.
It's very exciting.
The bacon is very exciting. Smell the bacon?
Smell the bacon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The studio will smell like bacon
Add a little
all
salt.
day. How much salt was that? A pinch?
Half a teaspoon.
2 pinches.
Salt brings out the sweetness in the strawberries.
Really?
It adds to the flavor of just about everything. You don't have to use a whole lot of it, you know, to bring out the flavors in the whatever you're doing.
But salt is bad for you.
Half a teaspoon is not a
All
horrible
things in
thing.
moderation, John.
All things in my Hank.
Yeah, whoever
Thank
said
you,
that.
Thoreau. Said
Thank you,
that.
Thoreau.
Thoreau said
Yeah, we talked about that
that. On
last.
Walden Pond.
There he goes. You know,
And what's the verdict?
what did we do?
Nice.
with
We're going to add a little more oil to
glove
this.
hand?
Oil. Oil. He tastes it and says, we need oil. That is the palate of a chef.
It's not thick enough.
Not thick enough, is that what you said?
That's what I said, but
Oh.
what do I know? It's
That's a lot of oil.
Again, we add the oil while the blender's running.
Because
to emulsify.
to emulsify.
Get the
Is
molecules
that
to
going to
stick
thicken
together.
it? Is that
I don't know.
also going to thicken it? Is
It,
that-
it
It's
should.
going to thicken
yes.
it a little bit. Yeah.
and that's what you're looking for. When you tasted it, you did
Yeah, the texture was a little thin.
a little thin.
For my
so
liking,
oil thickens it up.
Thicken it up a little bit. We're going to go
Okay.
ahead and pull our bacon out.
Is that true with
Hello.
everything you put oil to? Like if you were making a sauce for pasta, you would add oil to thicken it?
You know, not necessarily. A great way to thicken a sauce that's not a cream-based sauce is to cream butter in at the end, and that means you're not cooking the butter. You're adding pats of butter after the sauce is made, and you're whisking it in, and that's going to cream that sauce as it goes and gives it a lovely texture. So with vinaigrette, we want a nice light body, nice fresh springtime action. Got our bacon bits. We're going to let that cool for a bit.
Okay.
I'm going to process some ingredients here.
There we go. Cutting the strawberries.
Cutting the
with your fancy
strawberries.
knife.
These are beautiful strawberries.
And if you have a prep cook, that's
Even
prep cook
better,
can take care of
yes.
all of that for you.
A prep cook.
Yes, I was doing a lot of prepping yesterday and chopping and grinding.
Now, what do you do when you cut the strawberry heads off real quick and there's a little bit more strawberry there than you would want? Do you just throw
Well, you
that
can
out?
have a little snack there.
Have a little snack. All right.
Feed it to the chickens.
Feed it to the chickens.
Well, we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back while Chef Dave is preparing our delicious breakfast. Stay with us here on Rise and Shine.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
More than 2.5 million youths admitted to vaping according to data from the CDC. Teens are at a greater risk for nicotine addiction because their brains are still developing. Please talk to your children about vaping.
Although we may see things differently,
the message can still reach me.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop, serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at HughesPaintandBody.com.
At Bentley Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
And welcome back to Rise and Shine Oven Odyssey Wednesday. Ooh, Susan Shipman in the house, Chef Dave brutalizing a cucumber, it looks like. That's chefing, doing his chef thing. Now,
I left my potato peeler at home today, so.
Your Ronco potato peeler?
Yeah, exactly. So we're muddling through without it.
You know, Susan and I were talking about cutting up pecans as part of food prep, and you were talking about how Grandma Culpepper was meticulous about cutting the pecans just the precise. And you said you didn't have time to do that anymore.
I don't. There's not necessarily a necessity to doing that.
See, isn't that amazing? As the generations go, it seems we had more time in the past. And I think that's technology. You know, one of the big things they sold us on computers and technology was it's going to free up all this time. And now all we have is no time because we're going too fast with things. So we should need to go back to Grandma Culpepper.
Granny.
And Granny.
Yes. And Granny cooked a lot for church functions and the whatever little club she was in York, Alabama, and so she did a whole lot of prepping and cooking, and I had always tried to make Granny's pound cake, and I never could get it exactly. I've got the recipe, I've got the process, but I wasn't in Granny's kitchen where the humidity was whatever it was and the temperature in the kitchen was whatever it was, and so when you soften the butter, mine's at a different temperature, it's at a different humidity. Same with the oven. Mine cooks differently from how hers did.
Interesting. So when air conditioning came in, the food taste went away. Chef Dave, did Grandma Culpepper inspire you?
I ate a lot of pound cake. Absolutely. Yes. And you know, you couldn't sit at her table without having 3 or 4 helpings, or she'd be insulted. So,
oh my goodness.
it was always fun to watch her cook, and that pound cake is legendary. And I've never had anything. I love yours, Susan. It's just the greatest.
Not Granny's
at the time.
It's amazing.
Those recipes, it was so good. Yeah.
They just don't taste the same when you do them yourself.
Her pound cake, her pimento cheese, her fudge, the Toll House cookies, those are the things I remember the best. So she liked to bake.
Yeah, I had an old recipe for sweet potato pie I took from somebody's grandmother in Mississippi.
There you go.
And their pie it was amazing. So I got the recipe and I've not been able to duplicate the taste. But Chef Dave could, and he's got all these beautiful cacophony of color on the cutting board.
Cacophony of color, absolutely. A veritable plethora of culinary delights over here. So all the hard work's done. We've got our bacon, we've got our smoked chicken, we've got some diced red onions. We've got some lovely fresh strawberries, fresh cucumbers, all the other ingredients. Oh, and we have walnuts. Don't forget the walnuts. So now we're just going to make a little salad. So we've got our fresh spring mix.
Okay, where'd that come from?
Came from the spring mix store.
The spring mix store. So you just bought a bag of spring mix.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes life easy as opposed to
And it is easy. You don't have
pulling
to
it out of the garden.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the lettuce in the garden's not quite ready yet, but we do have some, quite a bit actually.
We like cucumbers.
English cucumbers.
English cucumbers. We like baked
So you don't have to
onions.
take the seeds out because they're tiny, tiny little seeds.
Really, that's the difference between English
Yes.
cucumbers and whatever the other
not
one?
English cucumbers.
Not an English cucumber.
We've got our bacon.
Yes.
Colonial cucumbers.
Yes.
A little more bacon.
Nice.
Bacon.
Yes, a
I
little
like feta cheese.
That's
I like a lot of
oh,
feta
there you
cheese.
go. Just dump it all in there. You put it in there for a reason.
Forgot to cut the grape tomatoes. We'll do that real quick. Cut
Don't
these
forget
guys
to watch
in half.
Chef Dave. This is where we need the overhead cam to see.
I know.
And the whole grape tomato cutting thing is just the way to go. Have you ever tried to stab one of those on a salad plate in a restaurant somewhere? A whole one that's not been cut in, and it's
Yeah.
like across the room.
It does. It goes away and it squirts.
It doesn't hold dressing. Yeah, it's not a good thing.
But you know, the thing that always impresses me every week to week, is how Chef Dave has one and only one knife. And he does all this stuff with this single knife.
One knife to rule them all.
And it's an amazing thing. I think I've only seen you use a paring knife maybe once
A
for
man
something.
and his knife.
A man and his knife. The chef.
So we've got our grape tomatoes there. I had a chef that would put grape tomatoes on a small plate and then put another plate on top of it and hold it down and take his chef's knife and just run it through like
Clever
that to cut them all in
man.
half.
Really?
I tried that and cut half my thumb off, so I said, you know what, that's not the method for me.
That's interesting.
So we're going to add the chicken to our salad after we plate. We've got all of our ingredients here. I like salt.
Salt on a salad.
Absolutely.
That's interesting.
Fresh ground black pepper.
If you love pepper.
My husband's a big fan of pepper.
Pepper's good. Now see, I have a pepper grinder at home. Now tell me this, when I grind my pepper, sometimes it doesn't make it very fine. I'll twist it and sometimes I get little chunks of pepper as opposed to the...
So most pepper mills have a little knob on top, and you can adjust the knob to adjust the grate that you get. So the tighter the knob, the finer the grate.
Oh.
If I loosen that,
Because it makes the blade closer to the...
yes,
You know, that makes a whole heck of a lot of
and I
sense.
get a coarse grind.
You see, those are one of those simple things that I've never checked. I've never checked the tightness of the top of my pepper mill.
It is
Go figure. That's something,
constantly adjustable.
something else
you
to
know,
worry about.
John, I think the older you get, the looser your pepper mill gets.
No doubt. No
We're
doubt.
gonna
And I
drizzle a
think
little of our strawberry vinaigrette here.
Drizzle.
drizzle.
From up high.
That's something else that happens.
Drizzle.
You know,
Different.
Americans like extra everything, all right?
Yes.
Of course we do.
Extra dressing, extra toppings, extra this.
Yeah.
Don't overload your salad with dressing. Let
No.
the dressing enhance the salad. Give it a nice light coat and then toss it.
Oh. Good
Just
advice.
a light coat on the greens. We want to enjoy our toppings and not just live in the dressing there.
Ah, okay. And this is the strawberry vinaigrette dressing.
This is our strawberry feta salad.
The recipe, which will be online soon and in
and
the upcoming book in the fall.
yeah.
It'll be in the cookbook.
In the world
sure.
famous cookbook.
Yes.
I think I need a little more feta in my salad.
Oh, feta.
Nice.
There it
nice,
is.
And
nice.
that's it. It's a nice summer salad. It's great for lunch.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
No need to
Lovely.
overload your. We got salad for like 10 up here.
Well, we got a pretty big cast.
We got a crew,
here.
yeah.
Yes, cast and crew.
Yes.
At our smoked chicken. This is chicken that I smoked previously.
Now, smoking a chicken requires a smoker. Is that right?
It,
There's no other way
well,
other than to have a smoker.
You know, you can You can get a good smoke effect on your grill. Particularly if you have a charcoal grill, you can do the charcoal on one side, smoke the meat on the other side. You'll get some pretty good results. You may not want to do a brisket or a pork butt there, but chicken breast, perfect for that. You can absolutely do it. If you got a gas grill, light one side, cook the chicken on the other side. You can, if I'm in a hurry and just want to throw something on the gas grill, I'll take a piece of foil and make a little boat out of it, poke some holes in the bottom, throw some apple wood chips or hickory wood chips in that and cover it with another piece of foil. Don't seal it. And I can get good smoke that way just on the gas grill. Now, if I'm doing something larger, I'm going to fire up the smoker and take my time with it.
Huh. How long does it take to smoke that chicken that you got there?
Maybe an hour.
Interesting.
Hour and a half. You use boneless breast. And typically I'll marinate or I'll brine my chicken the day before in a saltwater brine, or I'll make a marinade or use a
Is that what you did with this chicken?
pre-made marinade, yeah. I brined it.
Saltwater brine?
Yes.
Quickly, how do you make a brine?
It's about 4 parts water, 1 part salt. Okay. And just mix it together, throw the chicken in there and seal it up, throw it in the fridge overnight. It'll be great. And you'll be surprised what a difference it makes in your chicken. So much moisture, it's not going to dry out. And it really makes it a great, and then turn around, do that, and then smoke it, get a little smoke rind on it, and it's going to be fantastic.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay. Very good. Very good. So, is that it?
So there we have it.
We have it. Ready. Do you put the bacon in there?
Bacon is there.
Okay.
Like a little more bacon?
A little more bacon. Bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Yes.
Okay. That's very
bacon
good.
is good.
So and this will be in the book.
Will be in the book.
Book coming out in the fall, maybe.
And the dressing will be available at the Strawberry Festival this weekend.
Oh, really?
So
in
come on down
Piedmont.
and check it out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Strawberry Festival starts at 11 o'clock in Piedmont.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Until 5 p.m.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
10 to 5.
Many vendors there. And
How many?
food trucks. There will be food trucks as well. 60 was the total on names that were listed on the map.
I read something online, speaking of food trucks, at downtown Anniston at the Sinclair Club, that you and our friend Danielle Hall and a yoga person, are going to be doing some special Saturday in June.
Yes.
Yoga and sound, and you're going to be doing something.
Yes. We'll have breakfast items there, like, and gluten-free items also. Will be the big gluten-free.
Oh, gluten-free.
Will be the focus there for the people that are participating in the yoga and the sound therapy. And
is this going to be a special breakfast for people that are super relaxed?
No, it's just going to be your basic.
This will enhance your relaxation from the yoga
banana
and the
nut
sound.
bread.
I think that's a
probably
chef's
the
meditation.
gluten-free brownie that will change your life, which will be at Cold Coffee today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good. You're getting those at Cold
Coffee?
Coffee?
Along with the others, yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Gluten-free relaxation in June. June what? Do we remember? You know what June?
Not the first. It's
not the first Saturday.
We'll
look
no,
it up and
it's
give
not.
it to you.
Yes, thank you.
After we take our break and talk more about Latin and grandma culture.
Yes, and we have some additional foodstuffs to present to you as well for dessert today.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's very good.
Yes.
All right, we ready for a break? We're going to take a break. Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on Rise and Shine Oven Odyssey Wednesday.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life's challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
All right. A little more about academics. Parents, do you want to secure a bright future for your young people? We have science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Get your kids involved with Academic STEM Kits. Go to www.academics.com to order your STEM kits. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
Hello, I'm Taylor Sloan with the City of Oxford, with a word about one of our city's most precious resources, water. Clean water enriches our lives in so many ways, but we cannot afford to take it for granted. Remember, every time you pour something unnatural down the drain or in the environment, and every time you litter, our beautiful lakes and creeks suffer. Our city is beautiful. Let's all join together to keep it that way. Stop pollution where it starts, and help protect our waters for life.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
May not believe it, but it's true. The 2024 Team 1 Chevys are here. All 23-24 Silverado light duties have 2.9% financing for 72 months. The hottest new 24 Team 1 Chevy Blazer, 1.9% financing and no payments till April. And the #1 selling family vehicle, the Equinox, 24 models. You got it. 1.9% financing and no payments till April. Team 1 Chevrolet, home of the best people, the best service, period.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upward Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
Welcome back to Oven Odyssey Wednesday here on Rise and Shine. We've got Chef Dave and Susan Shipman here, and our wonderful morning salad. What do you call this salad?
A strawberry feta salad with
strawberry
smoked chicken and
feta
bacon.
salad.
The
and looks like the some dessert stuff over there.
Yes,
the
these
fancy-
are strawberry shortcakes.
What are you doing? Let's stop that. Give me that thing.
Come here, bring the plate
Oh,
if you want
plate,
food.
there,
on
I
it.
want
Let's-
food. We gotta have our napkin.
Out of control.
Out of control. That's a very small napkin. I'm just gonna get food all over my shirt. I know I am.
You can have more than one
This
napkin.
is what happens
Food?
when Courtney leaves us unsupervised.
I know.
correct.
Hey, Courtney, I'm so sorry.
Left us unsupervised. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
This looks so
Courtney.
great. So we've got the salad with the strawberry vinaigrette, lightly not drowning the salad.
Tossed in a little dressing.
Tossed in a little bit of dressing, and it
beautiful.
looks wonderful. We got the little tomatoes.
Fresh strawberries, grape tomatoes.
I've got to try just this
cheese.
piece
It
of
is
chicken.
beautiful.
I'm gonna
Smoked
try a piece of
chickens,
chicken.
bacons.
You are not going to get the full effect.
No, I just want
Just the little piece of chicken.
You get a little bit of an effect. Oh my
And-
goodness. Okay, here we go. Are we ready?
Another plate.
I've got a cucumber, an English cucumber.
An English
because
cucumber.
The seeds are petite.
And it has an
Which
accent.
is a French word, so we
Has
can't
an
include that with the English.
Oh,
So it's
stop it.
Really small seeds, as opposed to a colonial cucumber, which has large seeds.
No doubt.
Oh my goodness.
And what we're doing for dessert to go with this is a little strawberry shortcake. I made mini muffins because they are manageable and
Mini muffins.
cute. Yes,
They are
mini
cute. They're
muffins.
lovely.
I made these once before her request from the young lady we were speaking of earlier. It was her birthday, and they turn out really nice. And they are what? They are gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
They are, and they're quite delightful in their non-glutenness.
This is an amazing flavor in the salad.
You know, it's nice and light. It's great for the warmer days, and you don't want a heavy lunch. You got to get back after your day, or you don't want to overdo it. It's a great way to just have a little snack. And
It's
you can
so pretty.
Now, for
mix it
those
up
of
and
us,
keep it in the fridge for a day or two.
that was my question. How long will this stay?
If you don't vinaigrette all of it at once, longer.
Oh, is
Absolutely.
that the secret?
Absolutely. Just mix a little dressing in as you go. Keep the dressing separate. And,
How long will
you'll
the,
get a good,
will the vinaigrette dressing
I used that as a
the
verb.
dressing will be good for a good week.
And you keep that in the refrigerator?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
Salad, I'd probably give, 2-3 days, and it's probably going to be a little wilty after that.
How would you know?
Because I've killed a lot of food in my refrigerator.
Well, I have too, and sometimes you kill food and you don't know that it's gone bad until you eat it, and then you have a problem.
That's shocking,
I
isn't
usually
it?
look at it first, and then
do you look at it first?
Maybe give it a sniff.
What
yeah.
are you looking for?
As Mom used to say, it's a two-sniffer. If it's a two-sniffer, I'm not going there.
Not in. Yep. Count me out.
If I have to double check, it's probably gone.
Count me out.
Yeah.
I had that problem with some meat I bought at the grocery store. I opened the meat up and smelled it and was like, ooh. Even though it said it was,
and it looks bright and it looks fresh, and yeah.
It looked fresh, and the date was good, but it had this
Stop it.
pretty decent smell about it. And reluctant as I was to throw food away.
Sometimes you got to let her go.
And a lot of times meat gets gassed when it's processed with nitrogen to try to extend its lifespan, and that can be deceiving.
Formaldehyde, I have heard as well.
That's a scary thought.
Yes.
Well, that's not pleasant.
Okay, and so here, if you start with the
they're like little strawberry sandwiches.
squirt of whipped cream,
I like it.
Then the strawberries are going to stick to the muffin, to the little muffin.
It's a two-layer deal here.
Well, much
it.
like bacon, I think you can never have too many strawberries.
No, clearly not.
It does. It looks like a mini dessert Big Mac.
Yes, it's
interesting.
And sometimes the strawberries will get juicier if you put a little bit of. I'm wearing this a lot.
You are.
If you put some sugar or Splenda or some type of sweetener on them, it will bring the juice out a little bit more. And
really,
yes, on the strawberries, yes.
Sugar brings out the juice.
It.
How does it do that?
It's a chemical reaction, and you'll recall that I did not take chemistry, so I don't have that.
I do recall that you were not in my chemistry class.
I was
but
not.
I think we were separated
discussed
by a couple thousand miles.
Earlier, we were discussing math and chemistry and Latin,
well,
and Greek mythology and stuff.
But it does. Sugar, much like vinegar, will start to break down the food as it marinates in it and release those juices.
Thank you.
So what do you think? Do you think back in the day?
When is that anyway?
Well, I don't know. It was back in the day before we knew about chemistry and math.
That was
people,
before Pythagoras and.
Yeah, and people would put sugar on their strawberries, and they would go, "Wow, this tastes better." I don't think they really worried about why, but somebody had to at some point, because I don't think they analyzed the chemistry components of sugar and strawberries and said, hey, we should try this because this formula says it'll enhance the flavor. I think they just did it, right? And then somebody came along to explain why.
Many things happen like that. The fried corn cob,
which is
the cob
tasty.
of corn that's fried. That who would fried butter? Who would do that? It's like it happened by accident, and it turned out that it was really good.
Funnel cakes had to be.
Thank you. Well.
Had to be an accident.
Had to be. Somebody spilled something over the fryer.
Wow.
That's really
Look at that.
entirely possible. So I think
Let's put some confection of sugar on it. And see what it tastes like.
Exactly.
And so, like banana bread happened because bananas go bad. So let's see if we can make something out of this.
Let's put
kind
rotten
of thing.
bananas and make a bread out of it.
Not rotten.
They're not rotten.
Close.
Are they close to rotten?
They're mature.
Mature.
Well, a mature banana is like that full, to me, looks like a rotten banana, right? The gooey.
If that's your perception.
The same thing's going to happen in my complexion, and
That's totally different. It's not the same thing.
Well, I knew a security guard once when I was a kid, and his lunch consisted of what I would have thrown out as a banana. It was all black and gooey, and he loved that. He thought that was great.
Bananas are a lot sweeter as they age, and so that's going to help in what you're.
I am too.
Just like me, right? That's going to help in your recipe if it's a sweet recipe, and can't really think of bananas going like in a not sweet recipe.
Bad banana.
What do you mean? How would you know if you had a bad banana? You look at them from the outside, and you can kind of tell what's going on with your banana.
Okay.
And if you're not sure, you can look at the inside, and then you know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All gooey.
All gooey and black.
You can't use it then?
But it's going to be a lot sweeter.
It's going to be a lot sweeter if it's all gooey.
The older it is, the sweeter
But
it
is
gets.
it bad for you?
Period.
But
No.
It's not bad for you?
No, not unless it's got fur growing on it.
Okay, so you can take this rotten, gooey banana.
Green bananas can be hard for your digestion.
Yeah,
Really?
I wouldn't want to eat a green.
I don't do well with green bananas when I eat fresh dessert plates.
Okay. And this is our dessert, which is a strawberry
shortcake
sandwich.
Strawberry shortcake sandwich. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Made with little muffins.
Everything's better as a sandwich. That's
Is
for
it?
me. I'm taking that.
I'm taking that one.
That looks pretty hard to plate there.
It's just can't plate it and pass it, so
Are
you're
these
going to
going to
have
be
to come in for that.
No, that's very good. Are these going to be at the
Yes,
Strawberry Festival?
yes, they will. This will be our entry in the contest for the best strawberry whatever creation.
Is that the contest segment?
There-
I think you'll win at that
Best
because
strawberry
nobody
whatever.
knows what it is. It's a strawberry whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it gonna look just like this?
Give or take.
I don't know.
This
Tastes
is
great.
lovely.
Very
And this
lovely.
is gluten free.
It is.
It's gluten free. Okay.
It
so
is.
Would not know if you didn't tell me.
What the thing
That's
that's
the point.
gluten free is the muffin, right?
Correct. Because the whipped cream and the strawberries are obviously
Obviously
gluten-free.
don't have gluten in them.
Gluten-free.
Gluten free.
Gluten.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they make submarines in Connecticut. They make those.
I thought that was Bruton.
Groton.
No, that's in Georgia, isn't it?
Bruton.
But we digress.
They don't make submarines in Georgia, do they?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, well.
Okay, and so the Strawberry Festival in Piedmont
Yes, this Saturday.
is Saturday from 10 until 5. The Jacksonville Farmers Market will still be happening at 911 Public Safety Drive Southwest. That's right between Walmart and the police department in Jacksonville from 7 a.m. until noon. The Anniston City Market happens on Saturday also. They opened last week. I don't know if they were open because of the possibility of the inclement weather, but anyway, they
Which
should be there
didn't
this
happen,
week.
by the way.
It
I was
didn't.
very disappointed.
Well, yeah, I was disappointed that the market was closed, but you know, you have to err on the side of caution there when you have public
What's our
events.
weather for this weekend? Where did our
Oh,
weather
it's
guy
going to
go?
be
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Is it? Okay.
75 for a high on Saturday.
Really?
Yes. So it's going to be a lovely weekend to do anything outdoors, including poking more plants in the ground. You know, if you haven't planted a garden yet, don't panic. Today's May the what? 9th? Yes.
Is it?
Courtney? Yeah, she would know.
Wait,
May
May
the
the
8th.
It's the
Okay.
8th. It says on our clock the
It's May
8th.
the 8th. And, you know, the garden will be pumping out vegetables until the end of October, until the first frost. And so there's plenty of time to still get seeds in the ground and plants in the ground. And so don't panic if you haven't done that yet. There's still time to do it. Oven Odyssey will have plants at the Jacksonville Farmers Market next Saturday when we return there. And there will be plants there, I imagine, this Saturday. Rich's Farm usually has plants for vegetable plants, and they've had some beautiful petunia pots, hanging baskets last week, as I recall. Blooming plants, yes. I think they had petunias. Blooming plants, anyway.
Okay. Well, petunias are nice. So this Saturday, beautiful day, you can start, and wherever you live, start in Jacksonville, go to the farmer's market, and cruise on up to Piedmont for the Strawberry Festival. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Rise and Shine Oven Odyssey Wednesday.
Woohoo!
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upper Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
More than 2.5 million youths admitted to vaping according to data from the CDC. Teens are at a greater risk for nicotine addiction because their brains are still developing. Please talk to your children about vaping.
Although we may see things differently,
The message can still reach me.
Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery in Oxford is the area's leading auto body shop serving Anniston, Oxford, Talladega, and surrounding areas since 1996. They specialize in auto body repair and refinishing, paint correction, paintless dent repair, towing, and so much more. For all of your auto body needs, contact Hughes Paint and Body Works Towing and Recovery at 256-835-1170. Also online at hughespaintandbody.com.
At Family Prosthetic and Medical Supply, we care about you. We offer custom prosthetics, orthotics, diabetic shoes, and durable medical supplies. We're located here in Alexandria, Alabama, where it's a country feel but professional care. Come see us today.
I'm Alan Parnell with Parnell Insurance Agency. We've been here in Oxford and Alabama, Tallapoosa, Georgia since 1990. With Auto Owners Insurance, we're able to give customers competitive pricing along with excellent coverages. Parnell Insurance can handle all of your personal, commercial, and life insurance needs. We have a very experienced staff, both personal and commercial. All together, we've got about 125 years experience. Come see what our insurance agency can do for you in Oxford, Alabama, and Tallapoosa, Georgia.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gadsden or Oxford.
And we are back here on Oven Odyssey Wednesdays, Rise and Shine. We've had our feta smoked chicken salad. Is that what you call it?
Strawberry vinaigrette.
Strawberry feta salad?
Yeah, strawberry feta.
And strawberry vinaigrette.
And
so beautiful.
These wonderful strawberry
shortcakes.
Mini shortcakes.
Smurfins. Yes.
You know what? As I tasted one of these, I thought, if you would soak this in rum.
Yes, yes. Yes.
It might win
you
the
just
prize.
drizzle a little rum.
It would win the prize this Saturday.
Certainly woo the judges, right?
I think so. You have a lot of woozy judges.
Hand them a strawberry daiquiri at the
Maybe
same
coconut
time.
rum. Soak it in coconut rum.
Coconut rum. There you go.
I think it would be an excellent flavor. And we were talking.
You could probably do the strawberries. Just soak the strawberries in the
rum.
Yeah.
Now there's an idea. If you were
talk about breaking
down
the
so there's a
strawberries.
difference between infusing your alcohol with fruits and stuff, and maybe soaking strawberries in rum.
There's a big difference.
Infusing, you just kind of put them in the bottle and let them sit there for months on end. How long would you do, like if we wanted to soak our strawberries in rum?
I don't
for
know.
a strawberry
I think overnight
daiquiri
would probably
overnight
get
would
the
be.
job
Talk
done.
about some breakdown of the strawberries. That might be mush by
Couple
morning.
hours, maybe.
Maybe just to dip them in there for a little bit. Maybe.
Probably less would be better for that, for the chemistry of it, because they'll just break the strawberries down really
when
fast.
you experiment with that, John, you need to take notes because you're
Yes.
probably not going to remember
Thank
by
you.
the end of the
Yes,
experiment.
by the end of the experiment.
Well,
exactly.
I remember years ago we were experimenting with grappa. Familiar with grappa?
Yes.
For those that aren't, grappa is the stuff that's left over in the wine keg. Right?
Nice.
So the stuff that doesn't go into the bottle, they
They throw it away.
No, they throw it off, and then they somehow distill it, and it turns into pure, clear grain alcohol.
Excellent.
Which they put in a bottle and then sit with fruits, various fruits. Or you can get the grappa unflavored, which I don't recommend unless you're taking the varnish off a piece of wood.
There you go.
Because it does work really well for that.
Does a good job for
that's
that.
good.
It's an excellent way to get varnish off your boat.
That's good to know too.
Unflavored grappa. I wouldn't use the flavored stuff, it messes with the teak.
All right.
So, this is wonderful stuff.
You
know, we may want to add a mixologist to the bakeologist.
Get all the ologists in line.
Yes. I've mixed a drink or two in my day.
Have you?
Indeed.
Ah, Grandma Culpepper again.
She did not have anything to do with that, actually.
This was your errant teenage
She's
childhood.
rolling right now.
But she always had that bottle of cheap port in the
They
fridge.
drank that nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, port.
It was right beside the prune juice.
Yeah. They did the same thing.
They kind of tasted the same. How do you know that?
Well, there's a lot of recipes that call for port, though. Is there not?
Not in my book.
Don't know that she was cooking with it. I think that was
no, that
when
was
the
a little
grandkids are away,
little
the granny will play.
Okay. Well, so all of this will be in the Oven Odyssey cookbook.
It will.
Coming out sometime in the fall.
And the vinaigrette dressing will be available at the Piedmont, 3rd Annual Piedmont Strawberry Festival. And
every weekend after? At the Oven?
At Oven Odyssey. If it's a good seller, we don't want to...
While supplies last.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes,
because
it's going to be seasonal.
season.
Yeah. Our next great thing is going to be with blueberries, because there are a zillion blueberries on our bushes. We took great care to cover them twice when we had those. You know, everything bloomed really early, in early March. So we covered the blueberry bushes twice from the frosts, and the results are extraordinary. There are so many blueberries on those bushes. They're like drooping.
Is there a blueberry festival?
We may have our own personal blueberry festival.
Why don't people have blueberry festivals? We have strawberry festivals. Why not blueberry?
John, that's just one of those questions that...
We have festivals for everything.
We do.
Why can't we have a blueberry festival?
Okay, we'll do it.
Let's do it.
We'll do it.
We'll do
That's
it. Where do you want to do it? In Weaver. I think Weaver needs a festival.
I'm not doing anything in Weaver. We'll do it in Jacksonville. We'll do it at Bonnybrook, in Bonnybrook.
No offense to Weaver.
Yes, none at all.
Okay, fine.
Just
Weaver might like a festival.
They might, but you know, they can make their own festival.
All right.
If we're going to do a blueberry festival,
The first
we're
annual
going to do it
blueberry
our
festival
way.
at Bonnybrook in Jacksonville will be when
go.
the blueberries.
It's going to be a couple of more weeks before those babies are ready.
Okay, so sometime in June.
Yeah,
Maybe.
early June, and then the raspberries are blooming now.
You could combine the blueberry festival with your Sinclair relaxation, meditation,
yes, there
yoga.
there will be a special blueberry treat there.
You know, food truck. You need a food
The
truck.
muffin
Chef Dave.
menagerie.
We're thinking about.
Are you thinking about a food truck?
See, here's what Dave and I were thinking about for real. Is the Winnebago. Thank you. He came up with that. I was like, that is it. You know, and so if they would sponsor us.
The Winnebago.
The Winnebago.
Do they still make Winnebago?
Absolutely.
You know, there's a commercial from the Campers Unlimited, I believe is what it is, and they have got a plethora. I need to go talk to him.
I think you should. They have Winnebagos?
I don't know if they have Winnebagos. I would assume that if they're still making Winnebagos, then they would have some.
Can only be one Winnebago.
I think that's a great idea.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Winnebago.
Yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Food trucks are all the rave now, and hopefully
They are. They're
I
all
don't know
the
that
rave.
they'll stay that way, but
well, I don't know why they wouldn't.
We're looking at is doing some of the kits to make your dinner, and
Some Oven
That would be
Odyssey
good.
originals. We'll
Yes.
have it all packed up. You can pop it in the fridge, and when you're ready for dinner,
Yep.
or you can meal prep and get
There-
5 for the week.
we'll have everything that spice-wise
that
that
would
you
be
need,
great.
everything except for the perishables.
You know,
Watch
I think
this.
the food truck fad, if that's what it is, came about from that movie. There was a movie a few years ago where the guy did his Cuban sandwiches in a food truck, he and his son, and they bonded. And the kid had it on the internet. It was a great movie. And really, I watched how they did that. I was very impressed with the chefing that went on in that movie.
You know, I got hooked on food trucks. I was at, this was 15 years ago, I was at a shrimp festival in Gulf Shores. And they probably had 75 food trucks lined up.
Oh, wow.
Huge crowds, and most of the trucks had no lines, you know, 3 or 4 people in line, and you could go right up. And there's one truck down on the end, had to have 100 people in line.
Wow. Got to be the right place.
And all they were selling were these Cajun pistols, which were these little fried breads filled with crawfish and cheese.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
And they were incredible. You know, I went through, and everybody in line's telling me, you better get 2 because you don't want to stand in line again. You're going to wish you got 2. So, you know, we all got 2, and they were incredible. So if you find the right concept and you got the right spot, people will come to you. And you know, it's just all a matter of finding, you know, hitting the right niche there. So.
Well, you know, of course, in Washington, D.C., there are food trucks everywhere. And then I did hear, one of the reasons that we have so many food trucks here is that in Georgia, if you're going to have a food truck, you have to have a brick and mortar restaurant. I don't know if that's still the case.
In Alabama, you have to have a commissary. So it can be, it's most likely a restaurant, and some restaurants rent space to food trucks to be their commissary. So you've got a clean, sanitary place to prepare your food.
And for us, it's shells where I do the baking. I do the banana breads and all of the baking there because they have got, you know, the health department rating and all of that stuff. And so
I see. Okay.
Until we have the brick and mortar. Well, Winnebago.
But it is regulated.
It is regulated.
You can't just
unlike home
park
farms.
the truck in your backyard. Exactly.
Yes. Yes. Unlike home farms.
Unlike home farms, where your free-range chicken can.
Mine is regulated. There was a snake in the hen house on what day was that? Sunday, maybe.
Days ago,
yeah.
Sunday, maybe.
Sounds like a song.
Snake in the hen house?
Snake in the hen house.
Courtney and I will work on that.
Snakes on a plane? Yeah.
Snake in the hen house? I don't know. Anyway, Courtney, we're going to work on that snake in the hen house. And it was a big snake. It was like 6 feet of snake. And
wow.
And the girls were not happy, and so we had to take the snake out. Not exactly.
Oh, what kind of snake was it?
It was a rat snake.
Oh, those are good snakes.
They are, except when they're in the hen house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
They were. Not in the hen house. So he had to go.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, we relocated him.
It was relocated.
It was relocated.
A couple of different spots.
Many years ago,
in
a different life,
Sorry,
many
Chris.
years ago, we had all these animals, and we were going over to Mississippi, and we hired this young teenager to feed our dogs and cats and birds and fish. And I called her from Mississippi to check on it, and she said, "Oh, everything's fine, but you didn't tell me what to feed your snake." And I was like, what snake? And she said, well, the snake. I said, okay. I didn't want to scare her. I said, so where is this snake? Oh, in the bird cage in the corner. I said, is there a bird in there? And she said, no. I said, snake's eaten.
I love it.
So yeah, what are you gonna feed your snake?
Hello.
So this Saturday, Jacksonville
Lots to
Farmers
do.
Market,
There's a lot to do
Anniston
this
Farmers
Saturday.
Market, and then the Piedmont Strawberry
Third annual, yes.
Third annual.
Yes.
We've got
and of course, there's no admission.
No admission.
Oh, Shell's has buffets.
Shell's has a buffet.
And the morning
yes.
breakfast
Country-style
buffet.
buffet Thursday night and breakfast buffet
Saturday
morning, and some live music over the weekend. And it's going to be a great weekend. Lots
It's
to do.
going to be a big weekend.
Beautiful
a lot of people
weather.
in
And the weather's going to be just
gorgeous
amazing.
weather.
Yes,
That's
lovely.
outstanding. That's outstanding.
Looking forward to
Come
it.
see us. If you can't find us, just stand still. We'll be around shortly.
That's it. There you go.
And don't forget, if you need Oven Odyssey to do any catering for you, 938-899-4222. And they will cater your event, whatever event that might be.
10 to 1,000.
Whether it's
10,000.
Strawberry Festival, Blueberry Festival, or one-year-old birthday party.
Blueberry Festival. Blueberry. Watch for the Blueberry Festival in Bonnie Brook.
Festival. Oven Odyssey online. You can buy all kinds of good stuff, including food. Yes. And we will see you again. Of course, Rise and Shine every morning, Monday through Friday. And then next Wednesday will be Oven Odyssey Wednesday here again on Rise and Shine. So we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Have a great week.